Hi everyone. So, in the last episode, I explained what is inside the new US Iran peace agreement. Today, let's look at the question history always asks: why do some peace deals survive while others fall apart? Because despite the headlines, this agreement still contains two warning signs that history has seen before, and both have destroyed peace processes in the past. Now, before telling you about these signs, the US Vice President J.D. Vance has suspended his trip to Switzerland. Now, the Iranian counterpart has also suspended the negotiation. Why? Because of the crisis that persists in Lebanon between Hezbollah and Israel. The first warning sign: the agreement may be official, but many of the most important and difficult issues have not been fully resolved. Questions surrounding sanctions, nuclear oversight, long term enforcement, and regional security are expected to be discussed during the next phase. That matters because history shows that peace agreements often succeed or fail based on the details left unfinished. A deal can stop the shooting, it cannot automatically solve the disagreements that caused the conflict. We all remember in 1993 the Oslo Accord, which created enormous optimism, but many of the hardest issues were postponed for future negotiation. Those negotiations became increasingly difficult, trust declined, and peace process eventually stalled. History's warning is simple: the issue left unresolved today often becomes tomorrow's crisis. The second warning is who was not involved. Israel was not a signatory to the agreement and remained deeply concerned about Iran's military and nuclear capabilities. History shows that peace agreements are strongest when the major stakeholders believe they have something to gain from the outcome. When key actors feel excluded, they often pursue their strategy outside the agreement. That doesn't mean the deal will fail, but it does mean implementation becomes much difficult and harder. One reason many regional agreements struggle is because they solve one relationship while leaving others untouched. A peace agreement can reduce one conflict while another continues to burn. And that is one of the biggest challenges facing this Iran US deal. Well, history does not tell us these agreements will fail. History tells us what to watch: unresolved issues, missing stakeholders, and difficult negotiations after the celebrations end. This week alone, the agreement has been signed. The trips to Switzerland have been cancelled. The road test begins now. Over the next 60 days, we'll find out whether this becomes a lasting piece or the first chapter of another unfinished story. Subscribe to HistoryPulse and let me know in the comments. Do you think this deal will survive the next 60 days?